is Stephen Roper. I'm a video editor slash photographer slash videographer. Yeah, so the name of my business is Abundant Media. It's a creative media services because I do my photography, my videography, and editing through that company. My company is licensed. I got my name registered and everything last year. I think it was last year. Yeah. Most photographers, once you have like a talent and you started it for a while, I think you get to a certain point, a certain level of being good where you start to say, okay, I can get paid to do this, or even sometimes you kind of say, oh, I'll do this for like all 5,000 or 10,000, So I think you start out as a friend thing, or you're helping people out, and then after a while you start to get paid. So I've been registered for a year, but I've been doing this for like, I'd say 6-7 years. I really don't know what inspired me still, because I started when I was in college. You'd create, but I think I got to a point where I just decided to say I really wanted. Because I enjoy photography, like I really enjoy photography, and I just wanted to shoot. I just it's you learn something new and you enjoy it. You just start to shoot a lot. Nobody really inspired me. I saw my friends shooting, and I was just like, oh wow, and I started to shoot too. So I'd show it to my friends like, yo, how this look. My friends would be like, yo, that's good, man, that's good. So I'd keep shooting, and like I'd post it on Facebook. And I think recently I started posting my stuff on like Instagram and things like that. But the point is, yeah, I saw my other friends doing it, and I started to say, okay, I can do this as well. But I never even thought about the money or anything. I just enjoyed it. I just enjoyed doing it. I think when I got into really editing, that's when you really start to think about money, because you put a lot of energy when you edit, and editing takes time, and it's a lot of work. So when the more time you spend, it's just you have to say like, okay, I have to get some form of recompense for this. I can't just be like, oh, for exposure I can't just put my name out there. So for editing, I really started to really make money. But for photography, I still do make money off of photography, but I don't think about the money too much off of photography because I love it so much. It's just to register your name. It's just to have your name registered, just in case. Everybody, I always recommend anyone once they want, like, to just have their name registered, like have their business name registered, because it's not that expensive, and it won't, it's just, there's nothing to lose by doing that. It's just in case. So yeah. All right. So the biggest challenge you have is when you're not making money. That's the biggest challenge, because I remember at one point where I left my job, or no, I got fired from my job. And I was just like, alright, I'm gonna try to take this thing seriously. And there are days when you're not making money. And if you're living with family, your family can be like, yo, what are you doing? You're not doing nothing, you're just there on the couch. When you could be like editing photos or editing video. But family don't really know, so they're just like, yo, what are you doing with yourself? What are you doing with your life? So I think that's every artist. There's that point where you're not making any money, where you're not really seeing any results. And you're kind of like, yo, is this thing for me? Is this thing gonna work out? And you just really have to push through. I think what got me through was when because most of my friends are videographers, most of my friends are editors. So I remember I had a friend that was like, we're both like living in or when I was in the States, we were both like living in our uncle's basements. He was in Japan, and it was the same thing. And we're just like, yo, man, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're not making any money from this, but we still get up every day, we go out and we shoot. And that's I'll come back home. And then I think with him, he was just like, he kept on doing it until now he shoots for Vice, he shoots for CNN, shoots for Google. So I would talk about that. It's just like where every artist has a period, it's like a pain period, where no matter what you do, like you go through a lot of suffering, where you're not making any money, and you really feel like, yo, is this for me? But it's kind of life's way of testing you to see how much you really value, if you really do value what you're doing. So I think once you pass through that period of not making any money but still going through it, you start to reap the rewards. So to potential entrepreneurs, I'd say the same thing. Start out, you have an idea, go ahead and push it. I think if you have a job, I wouldn't say, yo, quit your job. Because a friend of mine once said this to me. It's like, yo, it's like you're on a train. Let's say you're on one train, right, and you're going in this direction, and you see and you say, oh, this direction is not for me, or go, I want to start another thing. No, you can't just jump off of the train and try to catch the next one, but that can be dangerous. So you can stay on that train and you see the next train coming up that's going where you want to go. And while you're on that train, you jump off on the next one. You see me? So like I still have a 9 to 5, but I still do my freelance work, and which is like, so you're juggling both jobs, so you don't really have that much time for yourself. So I would say if you have a 9 to 5, start working on the side, branch off, until you can go full time in your passion. If you do have a 9 to 5, I would say, focus on your passion. Try to, if you're living with your family, explain to them, this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? Learn as much as you can. Information is the best thing. Take a break from partying with your friends and, really read a lot. Like your time is so valuable. Your time is more valuable than money. Like I can get paid for a job, but if I feel like I put too much time for the pay, I can be like, the amount of time I put into this is not worth the money. Time is always more important than money. I think they said people have like 24,000 hours in their life, the average person. So like you really have to be like, okay, what I'm doing in my life, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna put as much energy into it. So learn as much as you can. Like you have a lot of, like, you have YouTube, you have Google, you can just go online and just learn a lot about your stuff. Like I'm completely self-taught. I went to school, I went to college, and then like when I left, like I didn't apply what I did in college, so I had to like relearn everything. So I went through YouTube, I went through Google. I'm still learning, like, everybody's always learning. Everyone's a beginner. So my advice once more is to learn as much, value your time, focus on your craft. Always see yourself as a beginner. Don't get too proud, don't get too full of yourself.